We are officially now live. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We have an official tank battle going on today between ZSR and ANZR for the DMT tournament. We are on Elseinbourn Ridge with the match about to kick off in just a couple minutes here. So we appreciate everybody coming in and joining us today. I am joined by Big Stu. Big Stu, what does it do? Welcome in. Shout out the audience for me real quick.
Hey, Yako, good morning, everybody. Ready for a nice, cold, snowy day here in Elseinbourn Ridge for a fantastic DMT battle. Always a fun one, man. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So what do you think we're gonna see out of between these two warring factions of, and I believe they're both Oceania based, around Australia and New Zealand clan. So what do you think we're gonna see out of the two of them today?
Well, our point today is Road to Elseinbourn. So, fantastic point. Lots of good sight lines here. Play should be exciting. We're going to see probably some good flanks too, with the point being off to the map edge like this. I've played this match myself on DMT, and it is a fun one. A lot of good places to park your tank at and get shots on. It's going to be an interesting match for sure.
Yes, I do agree. Many battles have been fought over this side, whether it's been Road to Elseinbourn Ridge or Checkpoint or middle of Battery over there. And honestly, this area has been made our positions very efficient, especially for when we've been in a tank and fighting over in this direction. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. I think the allies are gonna be having a little bit of an advantage trying to control Road to Elseinbourn Ridge to get or excuse me, the Axis. The Axis will have a little bit more of an advantage with this checkpoint, as there's a lot of open ground for the Allies to get to this objective. So I think they're going to be, I think with ANZR being the Allies and ZSR being the Axis, ZSR is going to have a pretty good advantage getting tanks back to this objective to hold. So we're going to have to see what kind of tricks ANZR is going to have up their sleeves.
Yeah, match has started, and already we've got two on map edge for ANZR. Bringing those Shermans through those trees, always a good spot to do that in to get some hidey ho. We got two going straight front door, it looks like, for ZSR.
Yep, we're having two go in. We have Sergeant Major Moist with First Sergeant JC and First Lieutenant Bear in his tank, making a straight push. We have ANZR committing a few more forces to the fight. So right now, ZSR is going to be with Bumhead as well. Ross and Mighty moving in for the objective. They're going to be a little bit outnumbered, so it's going to be very vital for those initial tanks to, even the odds just a little bit pretty quickly.
I'm actually surprised that they didn't bring a German tank up here, map edge, and check these map edge tanks. They're going to go front door pusher and try to grab this cap quickly. As always, too, Yako, we got tanks sitting next to each other pretty close to point here.
ANZR getting two tanks moving in really fast to help keep midpoint from being captured. Jem and Commander Wad of ANZR moving into the strong point. As a reminder to our viewers that are watching, when it comes to warfare, the objective, the space around the strong point does count as cap weight. However, which counts as a ×1 in terms of cap pressure, but being directly on the strong point will count as ×3. So when you're committing two full tanks of crews to the center point, you're effectively counting as 18 cap weight. And so when it comes to the tanks on the outside, these two tanks are currently even. If ZSR recognizes this, then they can move the tank TC Touch Me, which actually he seems to be maneuvering right now. If they commit him to the strong point, and now you can see actually ANZR is now on map line and actually putting the cap weight into their favor.
Yeah, it looks like Yako, the classic position here for Road to Elseinbourn, putting a tank in that big barn, which we have right now. We have Bumhead sitting on the edge here, the row. Oh, for shot.
Oh no! ZSR's gunner just is not able to shoot.
Ooh, good turn with the driver there, though, for the Rick. Looks like all he sees is turret. This is the time to push, though.
ZSR tank comes out from the barn to offer support.
Don't know if he's going to have sight lines. He's a little lower than... Yeah, he's a little lower there.
Yeah, he definitely is. But as it stands, if that other tank at least trades 1-for-1, they will be able to at least polish off that ANZR tank if the ANZR tank pushes. But ANZR tank is playing it really cautiously at the moment, as ZSR commits their third tank into the strong point to now hold the cap and actually sway it back into their favor, as Crazy Crocodile for ANZR is on the move to come around the back flank, and Sergeant Red is actually pushing in.
Oh, we got one in on the German. Oh, one on the U.S. This could be our first kill. Oh!
Ooh. 1-for-1.
Yeah, good trade there, I guess.
I mean, did the job, relieve the pressure for the two ZSR tanks up front.
Sure did. Let's see if... Bumhead's got to be very careful here. There is a tank looking at him, I think. I don't think he has eyes yet. He's looking, though. That John guy is absolutely looking for him. Just doesn't see him yet.
Yep, and Crazy Crocodile looks like he's held his advance just a little bit due to being uncertain of where that fourth ZSR tank lies. Sergeant Red, though, for ZSR has a really good opportunity. We're going to see what he's going to do with his tank. He can very easily come around from behind the two ANZR tanks and polish them off.
Yeah, this would be the time to use that valley in front of him, just to push up into that valley. He'll be nice and hidden and come up onto that main road. That would be the play I would look to do right now.
Yep, recon plane for ZSR goes in and reveals the two ANZR tank positions. Both receive marks. And there we go. Oh, but he was spotted.
Pesky recon planes.
Ooh, map ANZR goes down. Honestly, that was just damn good spotting by Commander Wad.
I would agree. That was good.
I mean, looking at their position, that is a lot of shrubbery right there. So he had to have been just watching the 6 for that push. Her ZSR secures mid cap and claims that first cap bonus for ZSR, and now they also start the clock for ZSR to accrue the points in terms of midpoint cap score.
Already contested here. We got 2 and 2 inside that soft cap. We got a third tank holding just outside on map edge, looking for those map edge ZSR tanks. Let's see what he's looking at here. Looks like Jeb is using the environmental trucks on the map to help cover his
We got
location.
movement. Might be having Bumhead engage Wad. I don't think Wad sees him, though.
Oh boy. They're backing it up. Here we go. Oh, he doesn't see him.
Oh my god, they are just right on the edge of it.
They really are. I thought for sure you saw him. Engine on. He's assuming that ZSR tank's going to keep moving to the right of him. He doesn't know he stopped. Let's see. Oh, he is going to push.
They don't know they don't know that well, I do think ZSR knows the ANZR tank is there. Oh,
Oh, the map edge tank has eyes. Yep. That's
now
good
that was
position.
damn good shot. I mean, he did not have much room for error on that, and well, we all know how the environment is and hell let loose. So I am definitely surprised that the environment did not
I agree.
block that shot.
He's tucked himself in. Mighty's jumped out to wrap. This is the time to push, though. This is what we talk about, Yako. We've got to push these tanks.
I do agree. It is a really conservative approach for Watt over here, where I'm thinking he's thinking the tank's gonna make a mess up, but I'm not sure if the gunner realizes that he's got. I don't think the gunner has a really much of a. He's gonna have a very small window to land a shot when this tank comes back.
He doesn't know
Oh,
he's sitting. Yep, here we go. He might make it across. He probably will here. Yep. And then your map edge tank here for ZSR took a shot as well at somebody. I'd really like to see that crew over there, Touch Me's crew off to the east here, make a play. I'm not sure. He's setting up at dugout tanks right now,
I'm
but he has
surprised.
an opportunity.
Ooh, Anzer scores
Oh,
the
yeah.
kill. I was
Yep.
surprised that gunner actually made that shot. From the sky perspective, it looks like he has nothing but wooden environment there. But it looks like Anzer's going to be losing back in turn. Oh, gunner fucks the shot.
Oh, boy.
Oh, but Anzer doesn't know.
Oh,
Ah, those pesky branches. That strong European wood.
there is. All right. Crazy Crocodile better sit still, not move here. His buddy's bucking up. Look, Commander Wad's backing up, trying to find him. They have marks on him now. Oh, the map edge tank is also getting shots back here.
Down goes map
Oh,
edge. Uh-oh, P-strike going in.
he strike. Oh,
Oh, brutal. But bingo.
Yahtzee, baby. Whoa.
Oh, and then Anzer loses their tank on the flank as well. They're down now to
Oh,
one.
no. That
Oh
was a
no,
lot of action in about
driver,
a minute span.
ANZR driver is fucked up.
Yeah, it's not great.
What do you mean you're gonna bounce? Oh,
Why is he not backing his tank up? Why is he just sitting there?
non-pen.
No. Yaku, what are we
Oh,
doing? Why are we sitting there? Driver should have backed up.
driver's backing up now. Oh,
That
what a sequence of events. Once
this
you get,
is Oh, I am shocked that the ANZR tank did not back up when he was getting hit here by the house. He should just back straight up.
I think they were. I mean, looking at the ZSR tank bouncing as if they were listening into lowrider in the driver's seat and just bouncing that front up and down. I'm pretty sure Andrew didn't think he was going to be able to fire off that next shot
I
bouncing like that, but he managed to pull it off. And that non-pen probably also did not work in Andrew's favor. So
Yeah, the non-pen didn't help. And the ZSR tank, the driver did back up about a few feet. He stopped bouncing and it allowed him to zero in that shot. But that was fun.
yeah, hella loose up to its usual antics, I will say.
Oh, yes, it is. And now the snow creeps in for everybody. Now your sight lines are going to be diminished. This is going to be key for these tank commanders to mark out tanks. Use the use this blizzard to move as quickly as you possibly can and communicate your strategy. Make sure we know where we're going, boys.
Now, while we wait for this next action to kick off, let me ask you something, Stu. Are you surprised that we don't see more groups make use of recon tanks in this game? I mean, I know they're low key that glass cannon being one tap, but I mean, a very conservative recon tank will be offering your side at least a second recon with that camera action to reveal tank positions. And I mean, especially on a map like this where a recon tank can easily hang out around easy foxtrot grid squares, and if a tank gets wounded and needs to pull back, they can pounce on him for the kill, and then get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's just it, Yako. That's the play for recon tanks because they're one shot again. They should be nothing more than what they are, a recon tank. They should be reconning for you. Last night, 9PZ, my clan 9PZ, we played 34th on Carrington, and we used a couple of recons throughout the scrim. And that's exactly what our guy Big Tom did in the recon tank. Was he took it out and used it for recon successfully enough to the point twice. Not only once did we get a P strike on a tank because of our recon tank, but also Tom did some circles around a P4 for a little while and actually took out a P4 with a recon tank. So it can happen, but I think the normal play for your recon tank should be that second set of eyes out there, that second commander almost, showing those positions. Listen, if you get a chance to kill a tank with a recon tank, yeah, that's fantastic, but that should not be your goal. But these recon tanks do have a place, and I think there's nothing wrong, especially if you're getting wiped, like that just happened for ZSR. They lost a bunch of tanks. Not a bad idea to bring that recon tank out, get back in that column, that row three of row four there, trying to figure out where those guys are hidden at, save that recon plane. But yeah, I love recon tanks. They're fun to play.
All right, so ZSR recon plane actually goes in while we're talking about it, and they're showing that ANZR is about to make a push with at least 3 out of their 4 tanks being picked up on recon. An ANZR recon plane is also coming in.
Now, ANZR already used that P strike, so they are on a cooldown. Nope, there it is. P strike going down,
Yeah,
but this tank has moved out of the way successfully.
yeah. ZSR is the one that used their P strike
Sorry,
earlier, but
ZSR. Yeah.
nah, trust me, I spent my time getting these two clans mixed up earlier. This P strike will.
Yeah.
That's the thing
Good
about those
job with
P
it.
strikes. Depending on the environment, I mean, they can definitely land outside of that window that is marked on the map, and chaos can ensure. But
Looks like Panzer IV's got eyes on map edge tank.
yep, and he is colliding the hell out of that, out of the environment there.
Sure is.
But it does not seem like they're aware of the threat that's lingering right on their front door.
ANZR with two tanks positioned looking both ways here off this barn. Let's see what they do with this here. I think that map edge tank is still getting shot at. That's just going to be a difficult shot sitting behind those environments there, behind those trucks. It's just going to eat those shots every single time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I would not want to keep shooting too much. You're going to be revealing your position, and oh, there's an open shot, I believe.
Yep, yep, yep.
Who's going to take it first? Rick.
Oh, he rigged. No,
That's a body
Yako, he rigged.
pen. Yep, that's a true Rick, not a non-pen hit.
Back up, tank, back up.
Damn! Down goes ANZR. So Commander Wad up there now. I'm not sure if they see that
Sure.
second tank. They're gonna have to be careful. The ZSR
Oh, he sees
tank's
him?
gonna... Oh, now he sees him.
Oh, Hall.
Oh, God,
Oh.
fuck the shot! No way!
Gunner misses.
Gunner smacks the shit. I mean, I don't know what happened there. It looks like the explosion happened, well, either into the wall or into the ground. I mean, it could have been lag for the bounce, but still. That's why, a quality maneuver for ANZR ends in disaster.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a 2v1 right there, man. Took them both down. Good on the ZSR tank commander there. What was his name, Yako?
That would be Sergeant Major Moist's tank, but Moist
Yes,
is in
Major Moist.
but he's in the spotter seat. That would be First Sergeant JC and the gunner that wiped the two of them.
Sure did. Nice job, JC. Good driving bear. Fantastic.
We have an ANZR tank actually going to be moving. He's been marked. I don't know how this this tank has not picked them off yet. That's about to happen, though.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
He's caught in the open. There's nothing that's going to... Yep, there it is.
Yeah. That's it. He has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
That's
what happens when you go on those Saturday morning drives there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be careful.
And ZSR is now maneuvering into that barn on the flank. And this has been nothing short of a disaster for ANZR, I will say, to say the least.
It's been a rough start for sure. Although they got a shot here on Bumhead. Bumhead's gonna good job.
Yep, he's gonna pull back. That truck offers a lot of protection, and with the sloped armor of the Shermans, it makes it very difficult to get a clean shot. But a good gunner will find a way.
Tell you what, that once ZSR's Precision Strike is back. That tank on map edge will need one very quickly because that's going to be real tough to get a hold of. Even that tank that's in the barn doesn't have a shot on him either. So he's going to be a nuisance there for the rest of the match if they can't get him out of there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, there's that shot from the barn. The barn tank is not going to be able to hit him either. Just too much environment there, I think.
Which is ironic because when you look at his position, there is not a whole lot of environment there, and the shells are actually stopping early, like around the wall area.
You're right, they were. Oh! Oh, double tap!
No!
Wow! Oh, Rick!
Oh, he backed up a little too far.
Eat my words there, Yako. That was fantastic by ZSR. That gets your blood pumping. Double taps are the best in DMT. What a fantastic job of putting that together.
All right. Well, I think we're going to have a little bit of a window of opportunity now. So because it started a little late as we were going over, as I was trying to fix my camera issues, I'm going to go ahead and go over the DMT rules as we wait for the next combat. So in DMT scoring, the match winner will be determined by the DMT total team score. DMT total team score is going to be equal to the total combat score and the total center point cap score plus first cap bonus and held mid and bonus. Total combat score is going to be 3 times crew 1's highest combat score, crew 2 highest combat score, crew 3 highest combat score, and crew 4 highest combat score plus commander P-Strike combat score. Total center point cap score is going to be equal to half point times center point cap in seconds. Generally, is the responsibility of crews to track the amount of time playing, but the DMT refs do have bots to come in and help with maintaining that tracking. So the game mode's going to be Warfare. You're going to be fighting over the midpoint only. Tank types are medium and recon tanks only. Use of 75mm tank smoke rounds is prohibited. There is no set number of each type. Teams may decide their own mix. Team size is 1 commander and up to 5 tank crews. Tank crew rules. Must remain with the same tank until it is destroyed or stuck beyond recovery. May swap to a different tank type in the HQs only. May kill any enemy vehicles actively being used anywhere on the map. Killing enemy vehicles in HQ that are not actively being used is prohibited, however. May only be shuttled back to their tank by the commander in a jeep or truck. May drive through the fourth point capture area, however, fully capturing the 4th point is prohibited. Oh, and when that tank shot comes out, we're going to go ahead and resume our coverage.
Well, just like we talked about, Yako, guess what our recon tank did here at the big barn in the middle? He has spotted that tank inside the barn, done his job, and now let the shenanigans begin.
No, the ZSR gunner tracked him near effortlessly.
Sure did. But they know they're there. Let's see if Commander Wad can push him.
ANZR is forced to fall back. Non-pen shot, but ANZR does lose another tank as they try to get back to their old position behind the convoy.
Yeah, they sure
And
did.
another one goes down.
Oh!
Jeez.
Wow. What a map edge play here by Bumhead.
And now you got Barn Tank. The Barn Tank, it has his pressure being marked and called out. It's going to be up to his teammates, though, to give him some relief.
Does this Barn Tank know he is being stalked right now? I don't think he does. He's doing some movement inside this barn. He's pushing out of that east side right now.
Smart thing to do.
Yeah, getting his gun off to the left there. Let's see if he sees this tank. Oof, I think those trees, yeah, that environment's just blocking his shot. Just doesn't quite see him. He is marked out, though.
I do believe TC ought to be able to see it. I don't know if the gunner will get a shot though.
I agree. I think you're right. I think TC Touch Me should see that blob there, but we'll see.
There's a lot of bushes covering the view though. I think ANZR tank does know that he is there.
Yeah, Anzer takes. Yeah, they are marking him repeatedly. He knows that Wad's tank doesn't have that shot, but he is marked. Will we see a P strike?
We do have Sergeant Red's tank for ZSR trying to get in position to get a shot on the ANZR tank. Uh oh.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Uh,
All right.
and Wad is actually backing
Oh no.
off. Oh
He's gonna
no, the
bounce, get hit
drivers.
again.
Oh,
Driver's messing up here. He should
yep.
stay where he was at the first time. It's probably over with.
If
Does
ANZR
he
can't
have?
finish that off, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, yeah, you lose a recon tank, but guess what you do? You find a tank in that barn, and now you've eliminated them. It's a nice
Yep.
move there.
Unfortunately for ANZR, they happen to lose 75% of their other force. So right now the
I was
KD
looking at the
ratio
bright side, Yako. Looking at the bright side here.
that is fair. But I mean, while we're talking about, I do want to remind the viewers and appreciation of for the tank DMT tank tournament that the recon tanks do have a camera function that also that acts as a recon ping to reveal positions on the map for you guys. So you don't have to sacrifice your recon tanks by taking them out, but you can make use of that recon ping as an extra kind of recon to reveal enemy tank location. So I'm really kind of surprised that ANZR earlier did not try to recon ping that barn house. But I do think it just kind of goes to show from what we were theorizing earlier that ANZR is going to have a hell of a time with their Shermans trying to get back to Road to Elseinbourn Ridge on as a objective from the north, because there's just while it is possible to maneuver up there, it's not great terrain to move back in to try to recap this. I think ANZR is going to try and conduct their flank and see if they can take Road to Elseinbourn Ridge from the side.
Yeah, this is the time you can see how ZSR has two tanks forward on the red blue line, and then you have, of course, one tank as your anchor tank in Road to Elseinbourn. The fourth tank is moving up out of their HQ right now. But this is the time for ANZR. I think we've said this many times on stream. We got to stack tanks, and we got to make sure we have a nice play and strat for a flank. When we played this map itself, we made sure to have a few tanks off to the west, off to the east to counter that flank. Right now, it looks like ZSR doesn't have any tanks over there. But if I was ANZR right now, ANZR, I would absolutely stack 2-3 tanks to that east side and use that hill advantage over there in GH6 to see into Road to Elseinbourn as well, into dugout tanks too, and start that flank. But that's the only way they're going to get around him. Going up that front door right now is not working and has not worked for him. So we'll see if they can get a flank started.
So these ANZR tanks have been spotted out as that Johnny takes a couple hits. Oh, and
Boy.
that Johnny gets sent back to the HQ. I believe that is Sergeant Major Moyes over there with the good shots and his gunner.
Look at that spot, too. Right up behind this tank. That is That is a difficult shot he just accomplished there between those trees. Not easy. Looks like ZSR is going to commit a tank off to that east side, probably just to the east of dugout tanks. Boy, I would just like to see a couple tanks come out of the east side for ANZR. They really need a good flank here. They've got to root them out.
I will have to say, I will have to give credit where credit is due. I did do coverage on a ZSR tank battle earlier. I believe it was against Zeno. I can't 100% remember, but I just remember ZSR engage in doing coverage on a ZSR tank match earlier in which they got their shit kicked in, and I mean, and ANZR is one of those long established clans where you know their members do know are map aware. They have good map awareness, situational awareness, and I mean, my if I was a betting man, I would say, while I expected a good match to come out, I would have expected ANZR to come out on top. But at the current as it currently is going, ANZR needs to rally very much, and ZSR can play this incredibly as they actually secure themselves a kill. But are they going to get back in time? No, they will not.
Oh, no, he's not. I agree. It's funny. We were just talking about this the other day, Yako, just about DMT in general. There are a lot of good teams out there now. Before, you used to have about a handful, right? Three, four good, really teams that kind of just ruled the world of DMT. But we've noticed that teams like ZSR and even 9PZ, who I play for, who has gotten better at DMT over the course of the year, you know, we got some tankers out there who really enjoy this type of competition. It's slow. There's no doubt about it. But it's a cat and mouse game, and for tankers who play in comp, 50s is fun, man. We enjoy it, right? Killing infantry, all those kind of good things. But this is a true test, in my opinion, of your overall tank crew and tank skills. That's the true test anyway. Is the strategy behind it, understanding your sight lines, and this helps to build map awareness. So when you go into a comp match, you're gonna know where you can hide at. You're gonna know where tanks tend to put themselves at. You're gonna understand sight lines better. So overall, I think DMT makes you a better tanker for not only 50s, but also overall when you're in a pub playing as well. It helps out too.
And it looks like ANZR is going to commit another recon tank to the fold as Crazy Crocodile takes the middle default, and their last tank crew awaits a medium. Now, the question is going to be, are they going to wait to stack, or are they going to try and push that recon tank in behind?
I'm gonna guess recon tank. Yeah, see, they've got a few move marks here on the map I can see. They're definitely going to go into that H6, H5 hill that overlooks from the east to the west. Looks like they're going to commit some tanks over to a flank there, which is good news for ANZR. Get a few tanks over there, and let's see if we can spot some tanks and slowly, methodically move up while you're taking them out. That's your play right now in order to root these guys out.
ZSR recon plane goes over and finds the ANZR tank. The ANZR tank is marked and is now starting to move out of fear of Peace Strike. But now he's going to be having a lot of eyes and a lot of spotters and tank turrets looking his direction, which I think is also going to possibly unequivocally have ZSR start looking that direction. It might act. Oh, here comes snow, actually. This might actually be ANZR's opportunity to get their flank going, but ZSR is definitely looking that direction. ZSR is actually starting to move a tank up towards Hinterberg, excuse me. And let's see if, well, this is actually probably going to be in terrible news now for ANZR.
It really could be. The good news is that recon plane only picked up one of the three tanks, right? The bad news is one of those three tanks is a recon, so it's not a full medium, and that tank pushing up from into Hinterberg, going map edge. That's the fight here. If we can win this fight, any of the ZR is saying to themselves, if we've got to win a fight, we've got to win a fight on map edge here to establish ourselves on this hill. And right now, with the snow, this is the best time to push up and try to get established. We'll see what happens here on map edge.
Oh. Watch tank is discovered. And the recon tank is might actually be fucked. They have driven over a trench, and unfortunately, they're just balancing themselves, and these things are rear-wheel drives, and the recon tank crew redeploys. So much for
Sergeant
that
Red
effort,
is
but we are
pushing.
about to get some action on that map line.
Oh, I don't think Sergeant Red has any idea he has a tank in front of him. Maybe he does. He's looking right now. Nope, he's not. He has no idea that ANZR tank is literally 25, 30 meters in front of him. Neither one of them see each other right now.
That's that snow cover.
Yep. Oh boy.
Sergeant Red and Crocodile's tank. They might hear. I think they hear each other. I don't know if they're. I don't know if they know each other's approximate location though.
They might hear each other. They both have engine on, right? Oh, it looks like Red's tank is turning
Oh,
right.
yep.
They might have an idea.
Crocodile's tank is marked by Baker.
Oh no. Oh
Bam.
no. This is great. But Yako, this is what we're talking about, right? What great marks by your TCs across the map. Yeah, time to push. There you go, Red. Push him, push him, push him. He's hurt.
And just still
Doesn't even
retreats.
doesn't even know where he got hit from. Not even he had no idea it was to his left. He's starting to push it now.
Oh,
Oh, this
fuck. Damn.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, disaster for Anzer
Oh
again.
man. Oh, that's just unfortunate. The timing of that was just unfortunate. The recon plane, the tank coming up from Hinterberg. You're across the map, TC, seeing him on that hill and pinging him out when you two are basically sharing a cup of coffee with each other, didn't even know each other were there. Oh, it's rough. It's rough, Yako.
It's been incredibly rough for Anzer. I will say it kind of reminds me of the 24/7 versus 101A fight and the amount of preparation that 101A, or excuse me, 24/7 went in to counter 101A. I mean, we saw dominant matches from 101A earlier, and then 24/7 group has always been a group that has been able to handle itself against kind of like mid-tier, lower-tier organized clans, but when scrimming tank battles against like Taco, for example, they would get demolished. But then they prepped for 101A, they did the work, and they were able to take 101A by surprise in a complete one-sided affair and demolish them. And right now, that is effectively what we are seeing here between ZSR and Anzer. ZSR just putting on an absolute clinic against Anzer.
Yeah, it's a rough go. When you put time into a map and learn your sight lines and understand the strat and build a strat, and you play that strat consistently between all four tank crews, that's the key. If all four tank crews have buy-in to the strat, to their defensive positions, offensive positions, whatever they might be doing, it makes it really tough for the other team to get anything going. ANZR did a good job there again, looking to do a flank. It was just unfortunate timing and also just good defense. Good defense for ZSR with their communication and their pings there.
Yep. I mean, it's not just map awareness, but it's also teamwork and coordination. I think if
Yeah,
memory serves me right, in that ZSR match, I did not recall seeing a whole lot of pings being thrown up by ZSR. But this one, though, they've been automatic on the pings. Their TCs have been spotting something and immediately calling it out. And putting a ping on it to relay the information to the other TCs so that everybody can have an idea of where these opposing tanks are. Whereas compared to, not, I forget who was. I forget who was. I know it was the 24/7 match on Saint Marie de Mont, but when Sneaky Fucker was sitting up in that corner, and how many tanks did he pick off? And
yeah,
they were never watching the correct direction. So you just
yeah.
know that other side was not dropping pings on where they were getting obliterated from. And yeah, when it comes to cat and mouse matches like this, it's pings are key.
Yeah, 100%. Last night I was saying last night we had a scrim at 34th on Carrington, and the first tank I came across, I just couldn't have a shot at. He was inside of a walled building basically, and I had no shot at him. So you place that ping, you tell your commander peace strike right now. He's sitting still, and the first kill of that match was a peace strike by our commander, and pings are essential. That's something that we stress as TCs. We get excited as TCs when we see a tank, especially if that tank doesn't see us and we want to shoot it right away before we ping. But yeah, ping those tanks out TCs and then have your gunner shoot as long as you see them first. That's going to help out your teammates and be able to, if you get in trouble, your teammates can come find you and know where that tank is sitting at. That's exactly what happened there. That was really nice. ZSR had no idea they had a tank to their right, a little within 25, 30 meters, and their TC from across the map saw him, pinged him, and immediately got to take him down. So it was a great job.
All right, ANZR looks like they are prepping for a new front door push. If they commit the numbers to it, they will have ZSR outnumbered almost 2-1 for that front door. If they commit all four mediums, which it looks like they are going to be waiting to do, as Crazy Crocodile awaits a new medium.
Well, Bumhead is marked out. He got one in his hull. He's turning his engine on. Yeah. Okay, one
Oh,
down. Here
yeah.
we go.
Bumhead takes a hit.
Looks like Sergeant Moist he had a shot, maybe not. This is your time, though, ANZR. This is your time.
Yep.
Push that map edge.
Right now the road to Elseinbourn is open. You do have one tank, and you do have Sergeant Major Moist shooting from afar, but or excuse me, Moist, and then you will probably have Red shooting from afar. But if you can easily commit the numbers now. I had a strategy, well, a possible strategy, I guess I would say, as ZSR puts up a recon plane to see, but it's not going to pick up anything. Um, I had a possible strategy idea, and I want to float this by you, Stu.
Sure.
So, so obviously we have the notion of two tapping tanks when you commit, like, you want to try to put two medium tanks against one, right? Um,
Right.
to try and essentially one tap them, and when it comes to tank engagements. So, and forget the group that kind of sort of did it, but really just like their tankers just had their TCs or drivers just had a strike of 88 to D, and then suddenly fucked it. But when you tank convoy, what if you like just took a tank convoy and committed in a map that has a little bit more better coverage, right? What if you
Mhm.
just tank convoyed all four medium tanks in a single file line and just try to drive around past these tanks' positions in a relatively close quarters duel? And that the theory would be, if there's a tank that is stationary, the first tank that goes in there essentially trades, right? And then the second tank would
Correct.
polish him off. The first tank can peel off, rep, and then the other three tanks move on to try and find the next tank position. And then it could essentially you keep following. It's like a giant snake that tries to go around, snake line that tries to go around and just eats up all these tanks and tries to clear them out. The second tank that goes in, we assume they maybe trade, and then the second tank peels off, and ooh, ZSR gets picked off by another.
Sure did. I completely understand what you're saying. It reminds me of if you go back and watch the DMT final of HLLE versus JWT on Carentan. That midpoint was train station. That's that bottom point in Carentan.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what HLLD did off of RIP. They put all four tanks inside the circle off of RIP and immediately grabbed Cap. And immediately once they did that, then they just slightly spread out a little bit on the point. And I thought that was a fantastic play by HLLE, honestly, in a championship game, committing all four tanks. And that's something we just don't see very often. And I like the strategy. I think it could work. Like right now, where ANZR is at, if they were all in a column right now and just went down that map edge, they would absolutely wipe every tank here for ZSR and take road to Elseinbourn. Easier said than done on our side as streamers, but also as players too. I like the strategy. I think it's something we just don't see very often. We see the kind of the same strategies over and over and over again, and it can get a little stale. But something like that could work, especially in a match like this where your front door pushes aren't working very well because you're getting picked off one by one. If you've got four tanks in a column, you can win this right now by pushing.
Exactly. And like, as we see, another ANZR tank gets picked off, which is, again, talking about what, like, yes, it is a high risk, high reward effort. Like, you're either gonna either wipe or be wipe. But when they had that opportunity, if they committed all four tanks to convoy into Road to Elseinbourn, they could have easily wiped out. And I mean, let's just say they even did it right now. I mean, a 3v1, if the snow rolls in, they could easily just, all three of them, bump, like, rush in and take, I mean, essentially convoy in on Bumhead. He'd be able to pick off one of them, but assuming you would have three chances to wipe out Bumhead before he would fire his second shot.
Correct.
And that's the theory. And then, if you have to stop and rep, you stop and rep, but then you all reload, and then you just essentially circle around Road to Elseinbourn and try to take out any other close by tanks in the same fashion. You just essentially just convoy around and did it. When it came to that one match that I was referring to earlier, which they were indeed. Oh, I believe I believe it was like SAS versus. I can't remember who. It may have been 34th actually, but
Sure.
it was an SAS match, and I mean they started a convoy on the west side of Saint Marie du Mont, and they drove all the way up to cattle sheds. Cattle sheds being the midpoint, they couldn't go any further, and they pretty much just drove up to cattle sheds, and then their tanks just kind of spread out and just forgot what they were doing, which
Yeah.
allowed one of SAS's tanks to essentially, I mean, in a 1v3 or 4 scenario, he ended up taking out 2 tanks before he got taken out himself, which is not the numbers you want to be playing for. I mean, if you trade one for one, fine. But when you have one tank take out 2 before he gets himself taken out, I pay that trade all day.
Yeah, for sure. And just think, a few minutes ago, we were talking about running that column. They had the cover. It was snowing hard. They had the cover, and that's one thing too. I think teams, especially in Elseinbourn, I think Elseinbourn is the only map in DMT that has snow. I think Foy does too as well. We play Foy, but use the weather to your advantage. Use it.
ANZR tank takes a hit on map line.
Oh, no, he's gonna go down. Oh, looks like that environment saved him there. Yeah. Both gutters fighting with environment right now. So frustrating. Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
ANZR had a
Answer
window
tank.
and they lost it.
They sure did. They sure did. And not to belabor the point about tank columns and flanking, but that's something that we did against 101A for 9PZ. We were playing them in Mortain with the church being the middle point, and we had to route one away out. We were having no luck front door, even south, and we took three tanks in a column up north. I was the lead tank in that column, and we got up there, and as soon as we saw a tank, all three of us spread out, and we lost a tank in that battle. But I took the tank out, and then pushed in, and immediately saw two tanks. Had no idea we were there, and we wiped. My tank crew wiped three tanks and took the Mortain the middle point and got us some points back. But that's what you got to do. You've got to put tanks together in DMT and when you flank. And I think columns are the way to go on your flanks, especially in maps like Mortain where you've got ton of cover, or Elseinbourn like this when you have snow to kind of cover your tracks a little bit. You've got to use that to your advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. When the map is not going in your favor like this, you got to get a little creative.
Have to.
I think we, man, honestly, at this stage, I don't know if, even if ANZR wipes here and recaps and doesn't give up Elseinbourn Ridge till the end, I don't know if ANZR is going to be able to make up these points.
Yeah, I think at this point you're exactly right. I just think we're just for some good feelings for Anzer. Let's try to get the point here at least and get some points back. But we might have some. Oh, it looks like Sergeant Red might see
Yep.
this tank. Commander Wad. Yep.
Oh, Gunner Ricks.
No.
Doesn't matter. Wad's tank has no idea.
No clue. Nope. This is probably over with. He's backing up.
Oh, the
Oh,
environment. The environment
oh,
again.
both gunners crushing environment right now. They're batting 1,000 against the environment. He's got him.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. Good move. Moving up. Change that angle for your gunner. Fantastic.
Yeah. The environment's so unforgiving on Road to Elseinbourn.
It really is. It really is. Well, they have a tank available. Anzer's already got a medium at middle already, so that's ready. They've got two sitting here at Elseinbourn Ridge with a third coming up map edge. Boy, this is going to be tough.
And ZSR looks to try and get into position to get some shots on Elseinbourn, or on the ANZR tanks around Elseinbourn. Just as a reminder
Yeah.
for our viewers, tanks can push into the fourth point; they just cannot cap it. So right now, with ANZR actually having three tanks in the cap vicinity, they will not actually actively start to cap. And it will not even be contested because ANZR will have the cap weight. So if ZSR wanted to, they could be aggressive here. And oh, look at that! That recon plane picks up all three
Oh,
ANZR tanks.
oh no! Great.
Oh,
Doesn't
one ANZR.
happen very often.
And one tank goes down.
Touch me, gonna see the other tank. He's going to. Oh
Oh,
boy.
ZSR loses one.
Yep. Sergeant
No,
Red's gonna push in.
out in the middle of the open, too. Not sure what. Oh, they,
Oh, Red sees here. This Red sees this tank for ANZR. Peace Strike's gonna miss.
I was gonna say that seems like a really old ping.
It really was. Yeah, Red's got to move up here. He's got to change his angle. He hears this tank. He just doesn't quite see him yet. We just talked about this too, Yaka. When you keep shooting over and over and over again, you miss. You just draws the hunters to you. That's what Red's doing right now.
Both tanks have a little bit of damage on them. They're peeling off, but here comes the flank.
He's outside the tent. Looks like he's healing. He's repping right now. He's in good cover behind the house. Red does not see him. But let's see if he keeps pushing. Oh, he's going to stop his tank there.
I know this is it's like being one off at the slot machines in the casino from the jackpot. Like he red here. You honestly, you guys have the advantage right now. You have the advantage in score and time holding mid.
Yeah.
You can gamble right here. You're playing with house money.
Correct.
Make that push.
I wish he would just move to the right. All he has to do is move to the right a little bit, and he has this tank.
Yeah, he's just got to go around the other side of those buildings, and this is
Yep.
done.
He goes next to this little truck here next to him. He has this tank. It's all he's got to do. He needs. There we go. That'll be helpful. Get him to move a little bit. His teammates shooting at him. Now he knows. Come on, Red. Now you know he's there.
Red's being really too cautious here.
I agree.
CSR tank has to back up because he's taking some hits.
Oh, push him, Red. Push him. He's hit.
Yeah, he's got to move fast. Otherwise, we got another ANZR tank coming in from behind that's gonna catch this flank from behind. Red's being way too cautious here.
I think Commander Watts might see him pretty soon. He's getting surrounded. Red is absolutely surrounded right now by ANZR tanks.
I mean, I know it's easy for us to see in being the eyes in the sky, having this kind of intelligence, but I mean, come on, you got one tank there that's being pinned down by your teammate.
Yeah,
and now,
this is tough.
And now Mapline tank has also been revealed as well. Red can go and secure these kills right now. Please.
Let's go, Red.
For our sanity.
We need you, Red. We need you to hit.
Yep. ANZR Mapline tank gets taken out.
Okay, so Red's got a tank just north of him. Does this tank see him? Oh, he's looking. Oh, he's looking. Yep. I think... Oh, we'll see.
If this ANZR tank doesn't pick him up, he is perfectly exposed.
Oh, he's looking. The driver's... TC's looking the wrong way. There we go. Oh, he found him. Oh, one in Red. Okay. All right. Red does take that tank out.
What did the gunner just get? Did the gunner just get fucked up by this? Get his shot messed up by the damn shovel?
I think that was the shovel. Oh. Wow. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, does it work out for Sergeant Red? Yeah, because the 3 tanks are down, and he did sacrifice himself for that. But it would have been nice to see him push. He had an opportunity to wipe all three of those tanks himself, honestly.
Or at least two out of the four, at
At
least.
least two. Yeah, at least two. Yeah, Yako, I think we're to that point here. I just there's not much ANZR can do.
Yep. I mean, Fat Letty ain't singing yet, but she's getting her vocal practice in.
Yeah, I mean we're down to the last 11 minutes here.
She
I
is
think
getting
he'll
ready
commit.
to sing ZSR's song through Squad Recon,
Yeah, I think
as
so.
Wad has been
He's been
found,
seen. Yeah.
and
Will he get that last shot? Maybe not.
uh, they will.
Yeah, they
Caught,
sure
caught,
did.
in, caught in the middle of the open. I mean, you do have spots where you can hide, but you can't hide forever.
Yeah.
Oh man, but what a clinic put on by ZSR there.
Yeah. I mean, they just really, really, really good. Two things for ZSR that were really good today. Number one was their defense was fantastic. They have been playing their strat. You can tell with these two tanks, one in C5 and one in D5. There, they've been sitting there on defense pretty much the entire game. Been playing that strat really, really well. And the second thing is I think the pings by ZSR have been great tonight. Really, really, really good, timely pings. It's on a tough map, where environment eats a lot of your shots. It's important to ping those tanks quickly, and they've done a great job today.
Yeah, I mean, as the saying goes, ball don't lie. And the ball has been definitely in ZSR's favor. I think ANZR, I mean, while time is running out, they're going to have enough time to maybe stand up one more full powered attack. And I mean, I think it'd at least be a little bit of pride points if they were able to go back and cap mid, but we'll see if ZSR is going to let that happen.
I'm taking a look at the scoreboard right now, and it's not pretty, unfortunately, for ANZR. 19, 27. Almost a 3,000 point difference in CS score compared to ZSR to ANZR.
That
That's
is
rough.
rough. Yeah, well, I mean, what we'll do is come out of admin can to take a look. So what we got currently so far is we under Charlie for ZSR. We have Sergeant Major Moist as crew with a 475 combat score. We have a top of 475 combat score. For Bumhead 2 under George, we have a top of 665. For Baker under Sergeant Red is a top of 475. And then Abel under Touch Me has a top score of 350 combat score. So it's been actually a really well balanced affair by ZSR. All their tankers have been contributing. There hasn't been anybody individually, carrying, but
Yeah, a good, well rounded effort for sure. Recon tank play over here. Looks like does Jeb see red? Don't know that he does. Oh boy. This
these
recon tank
were,
might drive right in front of red here. Better be
yeah,
careful.
I was gonna say, I mean,
I don't think red has angle, and he is moving now, so he didn't see the
Yeah.
recon tank either. Yeah. Okay.
Is the recon tank about to engage? I mean, that would not be a smart use of the recon tank. Not that it
No,
matters
would
in the
not.
grand scheme of things, but I mean, at this stage you can get experimental.
You sure can.
Oh, he does.
Oh, oh, he doesn't see him.
Oh yeah, he has no
Oh
idea that
boy.
is there.
Oh, he, Ah.
Big woof.
Yeah, it's a call that a small Yahtzee there on that recon tank. He's gone. See you, bud. Well, ANZR doesn't have any tanks on the map except for one at Elseinbourn Ridge. That's it. 5 minutes left.
Yep, they actually just had the default come back in. They have the one on left that just spawned, so that's going to be two crews moving out. I think Able Commander Wad is. I don't think they're aware that the defaults come back in the middle yet.
Well, either they're not aware or they've said, you know what? That's it, boys.
Hey, I mean, I personally I get it. You always want to fight for pride, but at the same time, there comes a no, we got a breakdancing PZ4. Oh, he recovered. No,
Yeah, I mean,
there goes Wad.
okay, that's good. All right, at least another guy's coming out. Try to get yourself a couple more tank kills. You've got 5 minutes left. Put something together here. We need this tank on Elseinbourn Ridge to move up. These
Z,
houses have been somewhat successful for ANZR over here on Map Edge.
ZSR looks to be turtling up, getting ready for that final gallant charge by ANZR. A new recon tank comes out of the east side of the map.
Yeah, TC touched me by the barn. He already knows, right? I mean, he already knows. He knows that we're going to look this way here towards the east side, waiting for something else to come up on him. Happen once, it'll probably happen again. 4 minutes now.
Yeah, just as a reminder to our viewers, when it comes to warfare, you need 2 minutes to capture an objective. So if you do not start that cap before the 2 minute mark, you are toast. And so we got effectively 2 minutes to a solid GG, even though this has been GG for a minute. but most other matches, it can come down to the wire. But you need to start that. You need to start that. You need to start that mark before the 2 minutes on a warfare match.
Looks like
I forget, Stu. Do you have a gaming PC?
I do not have a dedicated gaming PC. I do have a PC, but not a gaming based PC.
Were you
That's
able?
something I gotta get next.
So did you? Were you able to at least try out How Let Loose Vietnam with your PC?
Yes, I did.
What were your thoughts?
Rough start. Um, I I liked it. I liked the gameplay. I didn't get to the tank as much as I wanted to, but I really wanted to mess around with infantry, which I did in all the roles. I watched some of your streams too as well before I jumped on. I liked it. There's a lot to clean up. They pushed it back by 2 months. I know there was just an update. They're going to have some dev question and answers here really soon about what they've been doing with their well, I call
Uh,
it almost like a refresh,
is
honestly.
is Jeb really taking another frontal assault onto this PZ4?
Yes, yes, he is. Maybe a little bit of frustration here. But I like it. I hope that whatever they decided and took our feedback on what we thought was needed to be fixed immediately in the game, and they've implemented that. I'm excited to see what they've put together. I'm excited to see these last 2 months what they've done. Because I mean, listen, Vietnam might not be for everybody, but it, we're looking for some fun games, and that's definitely a fun era to play in a shooter. And oh boy, another tank. So I'm hoping. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful with it. Yaka, what are your thoughts?
So I mean, in my thoughts, I think a bigger factor to the performance issues was the fact that they had about 300,000 PC players coming in and playing the open beta. I don't think the servers were ready for that kind of charge, as ZSR gets majority wiped off the field, but it's too little, too late. Um, but yeah, so I think Vietnam has its potential. So ironically, I kind of found out after. I mean, you mentioned my streams, and I know I was getting a little frustrated, but it turns out. So I hardwire my controllers, and I
Sure.
think that's especially needed for PC play. So I've been dabbling actually on Hell Let Loose PC version a little bit, and I mean, honestly, being a longtime console player, I was using my controller, and it turns out I actually had a shitty wire with me, so I
Mm,
was playing with an extra disadvantage, as I've been, as I'm trying to look at like my settings in the for just in PC, putting my ADS to where I liked it on the console side of things, and
right.
console ADS sensitivity. And I'm just watching
Interesting.
my controller connect and disconnect like multiple times. I'm sitting in this and it's like, oh, that's why things felt so slow for me in Vietnam. It makes sense now. So
It sure does.
I'm really hoping the console open beta comes soon, as we look at the ANZR scores. We had Crazy Crocodile and George with a 285, Commander Wild with Abel with a 570, and Jeb with Charlie as a 285. That John guy or Jono guy with a 190 top combat score. Frustrating time for Anzer, but with that wrapping up Big Stew, thank you for joining me on today's DMT tank match. It's always a pleasure commenting these tank matches with you, brother. Hope you join us again more in the future.
Yeah, thank you, Yako. Much appreciated. A little early rise for us today at 6 in the morning, but I enjoyed every second of it. Always look forward to more, and see you soon, man.
Yep, you have a good one, Stu. We'll catch you on the flip side. To all the viewers out there that's going to be watching this stream, thank you for joining and supporting the DMT Tank tournaments and my streams. Until next time, El Tiaco signing out.